This is a 9 First Warning Weather Alert.
Well, good morning, Tri-State, on this Sunday morning, January 31st. Thank you so much for joining us live on air or wherever you like to stream. I'm Tamika Artis. Again, this is a 9 First Warning Weather Alert Day. We've got lots to deal with right now in terms of the aftermath of the snowfall, and it's still coming down out there. So we do have another round of overnight snowfall that kept first responders and plow drivers busy with several early morning accidents. But the focus now is trying to keep the roads dry as the snow becomes a wintry mix. So we do have team coverage this morning with WCPO 9 News reporter Jasmine Miner and Raven Richard keeping an eye on the highways and the challenges ahead for road crews. But first, let's get a check of your forecast with 9 First Warning meteorologist Austin Winfield. It is a mess out there.
It is. You know, it wasn't too bad getting in, but there was definitely some slick spots, and depending on your neighborhood or which roads you're driving around today, you could find definitely some slushy moments and some slick roads. So just take a few extra minutes, or if you can stay inside at least for the next couple hours. The roads, again, continuing to be treated as we speak. But here's a look at the winter weather advisory. It has been canceled for a lot of the tri-state, and you can see still some of the purple shaded counties for some of places like Butler County as well as Clinton or even Warren counties. This is still under a winter weather advisory until 9 o'clock this morning, and that's just because we're trying to kick the snow out of here. Most places the snow is done, but we are looking at still more precipitation moving in, and that's in the form of rain showers. So here's a look at the radar. A lot of rain out here. That's the green and yellow stuff. All this stuff is pushing eastward around 15-20 miles an hour. Temperatures in the mid-30s and climbing. We'll see some low 40s this afternoon. It's really going to be quite mild, and the mild temperatures combined with the rain, well, that's going to melt away a lot of that snow, which sounds good, but as we go into the overnight hours, that's when the big concern returns. We're going to see temperatures below the freezing point, and so that snow that has melted potentially could freeze over tonight, which means some icy roads potentially in the forecast for tomorrow morning's commute. We'll break down everything, though, for you in just a couple minutes.
All right, Austin, thank you. And as we've been saying all morning, we've got quite a mess out there, from snow to wintry mix to rain, and just a combination of all of that making for a really slushy commute. This is what I had to drive through this morning getting to work. So let's check in with 9 First, actually WCPO 9 News reporter Jasmine Miner now to see how the roads are in Cincinnati this morning. Jasmine, what's going on?
Well, Tamika, the rain's certainly coming down, at least now. It wasn't half an hour ago, but it is now. And when I was driving through downtown to get to the spot where I'm at now, I mean, it's nothing but just slush. I've now seen a few ODOT trucks go around. I mean, they're plowing and treating the roads as we speak. But when you come over here to I-75, I mean, it's looking pretty clean. You just have the rain that's coming down, but you are going to have to be careful as you're driving on the interstates this morning. Now, as of 4:30 a.m., there are 1,213 crews working to plow and treat the roads statewide. The Ohio Department of Transportation says this time of the morning, this is going to be the most difficult time they're going to have because it's sort of that in-between of rain and snow.
We're going to keep crews out. They're not going to stop working because of the transition. They'll be out working all night long.
If you can stay off the roads while it is snowing, that is always a huge help to us, because what we don't want to do is have our plow trucks stuck in traffic.
Well, absolutely. That's exactly what you want to do. If you can stay home, you're going to want to. It's not snowing just yet, but it's still slippery and slushy out here. In fact, from this past week, Cincinnati police reported that they have had over 30 snow-related crashes that they've had to clean up and deal with. And so obviously, if you can stay indoors throughout the rest of the weekend, that's probably your best bet. I'm reporting live. Jasmine Miner, WCPO 9 News.
All right, Jasmine, thank you so much. And let's head north now to Warren and Butler counties where snow is still falling in some places there. I want to check in now with reporter Raven Richard. She has some tips on how to drive in all this mess if you have to.
Yeah, if you have to, and if you don't have to, try to stay off the roads. So here in Westchester right now, it is starting to rain. We're on Tylersville and Kingsgate Way, and you can see it's nothing but slush out behind me. Now, on my commute in, it wasn't that bad on the interstates, but once you get on the roadways and a lot of the side roads, you'll just see nothing but slush. And there it is. How convenient. Snow truck just moved by for us. So that's pretty much what we've been seeing. Now, here's some video of what we did see yesterday in Westchester. Now, snow was coming down up to about 2 inches in some places up in the northern portions, but it made the roads a little bit trickier as well. So temperatures were just right around that freezing mark. But not only that, though, the transition over into some rain made some slushy roads that we are seeing for this morning. But of course, as you just heard from Austin, we are not in the clear just yet because more wintry mix is actually on the way. So let's talk about some tips from AAA. They're saying to slow down, give yourself more room than you normally would. They suggest increasing your following distance to about 10 seconds. Now also stay in your lane. This is important. Avoid changing lanes if possible because there could be some slick spots in between the lanes. Also pay attention to hills. AAA suggests watching how other cars react to approaching a hill because you never know what type of conditions may lay ahead. So right now in Westchester, it is raining. So that is just adding one more element to a driving factor out here. So you have slick conditions, it's dark, it's cold, it's windy, and now it is raining as well. So like we've been saying, if you don't have to be out on the roads, try to avoid that indeed. Live in Westchester, Raven Richard, WCPO 9 News.
Yeah, and give those salt trucks a lot of space and time, and slow down for that matter. Hey, we're also getting a look now at the snowfall thanks to pictures and videos that you submitted to WCPO 9 News. Jeff Archer tweeted this video showing heavy snowfall last night. This is in Hamilton. You can see just how big those snowflakes were against the street light there. Another viewer, Twitter user LOL_Ohio, caught a great shot down Woodburn in East Walnut Hills. Look at all that snow there. And Bobby Lenoff showed us side streets in Union and her car sitting under that snow. You can send us pictures and video to newsdesk@wcpo.com. Hey, we'll try to get them on this morning if we can.